Want to be up to date with the news on
finance,
fashion,
society,
science,
sports.
Look no further with the award-winning news presenters from Tullamore and NestingNews.
Good evening. This is Channel 1 with NestingNews, and I have your needle to sew all the crypto threads together for ya, Tim Tullamore. Today we look at the impending economic doom, crypto's latest news, ledger's access becoming recoverable, and more. So, Bitcoin. I'll be honest, it has seen better days. It is currently sitting at around 27,000, which is still above the previously mentioned level of 25k. Regardless, it makes a lot of people sad. If we omit the natural market jigsaw movement, the other contributing factor to the cryptocurrency's pullback is, of course, the mounting uncertainty over what is about to come. Amidst the ongoing SEC's unholy crusade against crypto and two more major crypto companies, namely Jane Street Capital and Jump Trading, fleeing the US, it had also become known that the US Justice Department is investigating Binance for violating Russian sanctions. Given the scope of Binance's status, this sends yet another signal that no crypto-related entity is untouchable in the US. This news further dampened the crypto market after the release of the core inflation statistics in the US, which suggests a high possibility of another interest rate hike. Just to clarify, if interest rates go up, the demand for crypto assets goes down. So yeah, crypto winter is not over. However, on the bright side, the overall trend remains bullish for Bitcoin if we count from January this year. This is also supported by the increased demand for Bitcoin, as it has set another record, this time by having over 1 million unique wallets that hold a whole Bitcoin or more. If this is not a path to mass adoption, I don't know what is. But until we see the same trend for altcoins too, we cannot confidently announce the beginning of crypto spring either. So let's just hold on. Now, a quick yet important note that many have probably missed. Secretary of the Treasury, Janet Yellen, has stressed the looming problem with American debt, which currently sits at $31.5 trillion. The problem is that the actual set debt ceiling might become binding as early as 1st of June. That is this year. That is 15 days from now. Sounds a lot scarier if you put it like that, and kinda coincides with the release of Diablo 4. But I digress. The real issue of the US debt is not just the inability to fit all the zeros on one screen now, but the risk of default and US government bonds. If that were to happen, we would effectively see the green papers becoming as useful as yellow snow, and I'm not talking about lemon sorbet either. A default on US debt would set a whole wave of bankruptcies and market crashes to make 2008 look like a breeze. Moreover, the precarious situation also lies in the fact that the stablecoins might get depegged even without the default scenario. So, it seems we are screwed either way. Time to get stuck praying for a miracle. Okay, let's switch things up a little and talk about something useful and certainly more calming. Ledger hardware wallets will get an option to recover a seed phrase using your ID. Before you start screaming in despair, let me reassure you that your anonymity is still intact. This service is optional and essentially works as a safe vault for those worried they might lose or forget their seed phrase. So, if you don't want to share it with Ledger Company, you don't have to. At least for now. And again, let's hope that Emperor Gary Palpatine doesn't try to enforce some doxxing regulation upon hardware wallets. And now, our exploit of the week. A number of traders collectively lost over $50 million on a phishing website, which impersonated a BTC crypto exchange. Clearly, the victims were fooled by the impeccable similarity and were making their trades as usual, not suspecting that their money is actually being stolen in the meantime. The scammer's website address was hitbt2c.lol instead of the actual hitbtc.com. Horrible, horrible mistake. What makes it worse is the fact that it is not an actual hack of the exchange itself. Therefore, the stolen funds are unlikely to be reimbursed by the crypto exchange. Let this be a lesson of caution and attention to details for everyone. Right. That will be all for tonight. Nesting News were brought to you by Channel 1 and your humble host, Tim Tullamore. Don't forget to wash your hands and good night.